bit late, young. You get up in the morning at 5 o'clock, you grab your donuts and your coffee, then you put on your socks, turn the stereo on, and don't you know my uniform is creeped down from head to toe. Get my lunch off the table, you know it's steak on the ride. Before I go out the door, I'm quick to totally goodbye, jumping into my seat, turning up high, let my windows fall down, then I'm up in the seat. Finally made it to the job, right on time. The melody is at the door, and he's singing in line. I gotta get started, man, and that's no lie. So I go to my case, and I ain't facing no error. Put up my flash, and then singing my letter. I'm a mailman, and I'm good. You know, you talk my name, and I'm in your neighborhood. I'm your mailman, proud and strong, and I'm serving you well, but I gotta go on. I stroll to the case and ring the bell. Yo, PJ, give me my accountable mail. Certified letters, COD. You gotta write them right in my LLV. The melody is outside, loading the G. Because I touched it, must not wait for us to hit the street. The first house on the block. It's 1022. It's the little bitty lady who lives in the shoe. Hello, Mr. Mailman, how do you do? When you come in my house, I wanna talk to you.
Well, you heard the part of the music of the show. To kick it off, I got Dennis. How you say his last name? Amarizio in Delaware doing the writing of the movie. Hopefully Paramount picks it up. If not, Warner Brothers will take it. But anyway, you're in the movie anyway. All of us got to get on one of these days. However, what you want to do is be prepared. And you got to be prepared by looking around. Always keeping your eye out. And letting yourself know that you are a person and you're a good person. Beware of the devil, although the devil doesn't like me, because I'm always ready for his action. So, to make the long story short, is you got to be aware of your surroundings. Because today you could be like this, warm and comfortable in your house. Tomorrow, you'll be on the sidewalk. You listen to the news, and they're talking about cutting back on Social Security, and old as I am, you'll be like, uh-oh, now what? I have to eat my own stamps. I can't even mail a letter. Because if they cut me back again, I won't even be able to buy food. Because they did to one guy, he went to the nut house. His check was $800, they cut it down to $500. He flipped out. They had to lock him up. Although he's back now. Because I asked him if they keep him, could I get his truck from him, his Explorer. But anyway, my man Mr. T, he's back. But anyway, well, we're going to talk about you. Now, what are you going to do when you get old? You can't depend on them kids. You can't depend on no marriage. You can't depend on no president. You can't depend on welfare, because there might not be no welfare. They might change the name tomorrow to extra income. You go down there, I want my Social Security. Well, it's been changed to extra income. Well, can I get that? Well, you don't qualify. You don't have enough hours in on it. Well, how can I get some hours in on it? Well, it just started today, so you got to start today. However, here's 50 cents. Good luck. But anyway, in all seriousness, you must always have a game plan in mind. So, the way we're going to do this is I'm going to show you the steps and the tricks of the trade on how to stay alive. In the movie, we're going to start off with you being all happy, and then all of a sudden everything blows up in your face. Just like my mother. She thought she was home secure and everything, and her own daughter robbed her, and her granddaughter robbed her, and her other two granddaughters robbed her. And she wouldn't listen to me. So I kept telling her, they're robbing me. She looked around and watched the thing disappear and didn't want me to take off on them. Because she knew what I was going to do to them. They already told me it was going to be on you if you let Danny loose on us. But it didn't happen. So anyway, I'm happy. And they're running around scared, looking behind their back, hoping I don't walk up. So anyway, you're going to have to look out for yourself and make preparations for your future. So we're going to play some more music, and then we're going to talk about the rest of the players in the movie, like Jason Jackson and his father, who started this whole thing. He said, Danny, you done lived it. You can start a movie about it. It'd be all the truth. Nobody believed there was really only 4 bad policemen. There was Allen Snow, Uncle Tom Alexander, and Dula. I asked Officer Dula would she help me. My mother was getting robbed and she said no. I said, I couldn't believe it. There was only, out of all police I ever dealt with, there was only 4 bad ones. But I couldn't figure out why the highway patrol were always the nice ones. That was odd. The highway patrol would pull me over, and I had a stack of vodka bottles this high, and a stack of beer cans this high, and no brakes on my truck at all. I'll drive with emergency brakes. I got out the truck, and I went and sat on the curb and started crying. They said, "What's the matter, sir?" I said, the police, the black and white, they took 33 cars from me. I'm homeless. This is my last truck. This is my house, my clothes, and everything is right here. This is all I got, sir. I don't even have a driver's license. They even took that. I said, they done kicked me while I was down. Highway patrol, both of them laughed at me and let me go. Now that was really odd. There were some angels, the highway patrol. They weren't like the LAPD. They'd put you in jail. Wilshire would put you in jail, say you have a warrant. You don't even have a warrant. They put you in jail just so you can lose your shopping cart. I went through that about a number of times with shopping cart warrants and the whole work. So you never know what turns of events going to happen in your life. There's always going to be a devil, and there's always going to be the angels. But I found that there really are more angels than there are devils. But you just have to be aware of it. And sit in one spot long enough, you'll find out how many angels there are. I sat in one spot on people on Carmona for on and off 15 years. Right there on the corner. I had a best friend called Ethiopian Bob. He said, wait right there on people on Carmona. I stood on the corner for 3 days. He never did come. But however, I stood on that corner and ate and slept in the doorway and didn't worry about a thing. Had my little alley to go to. Wake up in the morning with a 6-pack of beer, a half pint of vodka, and kicked off the show the next day. Everybody said, who are you waiting on? I'm saying, I'm waiting on my friend to come by. And then when he pulled up, they said, who was that? And I tell them his name. They said, nah, it can't be. He's a singer. I said, nah, this was not a singer. I get $6. I said, now we go to the store. We go to the store, get the vodka and the beer, and kick the show off again. And all the little mechanic shops and stuff, do odd jobs, wash dishes, and Snap and Chat. It used to be on Pico, but it's not there no more. Then when that would wear off, I'd move over on Lots in to go to Yum Yum Donuts. And a guy would always come by in the morning and hand me $20. Another guy on a motorcycle would come by and hand me a couple of dollars. And all I needed was $7 to make it a whole day. So things weren't always bad. I just moved to different doorways. So after that, I'd move over on Jefferson, see my old friend Preston Williams. They call it PG's Liquor. Oh, well, he's about to retire because we're both the same age. I used to stand next to him at Dorsey High School, class of 66. We used to stand toe-to-toe for 3 years every day at physical education. Now he owns a liquor store. So now, I just sit there and put beer in the box and eat leftover hot dogs. Until my father came and got me one day. I was malnutrition. And then he brought me back to life. Although I hated my stepmother, she was a geeky. But I don't know why my father used to say, I don't know why I left your mother. I said, I knew why that geeky woman put something in his soup or in his coffee. He didn't know. But there was a secretary at the welfare office. And my father was the head of welfare fraud investigation, Willie Richards. He was the deputy director. Real smart. Caseload this high. People with bachelor's degrees, caseloads this high. People with master's degrees, caseloads this high. The county building, they're always in the back partying. They claim they ain't partying, but evidently they ain't working. And everybody was downstairs, they ain't getting their checks. So I know how the county works. They ended out in the parking lot having sex at lunchtime. You see the bands rocking in the parking lot. I knew all that. They used to let me in, call me Willie. That's the security guard. I look just like my father. But that's another part of the story. However, we're going to keep going on. All during your life, you're going to walk down the street. Different people are going to walk up to you. They can tell you their stories, you can tell them their stories. But you know one thing for sure. If you wake up the next day, you're being blessed. But you're going to have to deal with the good and the bad. When the good comes, you deal with it. When the bad comes, you deal with that too. Every day is a blessing. I can go on and on with this, but I want you to see the movie. We're going to talk about it a little bit later on, the rest of it. I got to put another part of this show together. All right.